spotlight over the city. One more time, you guys, and we got us another +1 in the building, right? Y'all can give it up. Yeah. We got Miss Susan Smallwood in the building. Let me tell you something.
La la, Susan.
Hey, let me say this. Grandiose is the understatement. This young lady does everything grandiose, everything.
Everything.
Right? And so she even bought grandiose material.
Listen, I'm so excited. I cannot
saying.
wait to wear my shirt.
So this is the first black-owned Caviar CEO, right? She has some amazing sponsors, all kind of amazing things going on in her life, and her backstory is even more incredible. But give it up for the one and only Susan Smallwood in the building. Woo! I'll let you tell it. So,
ooh, la la.
Ooh, la la,
Susan.
baby.
Yeah.
Ooh, la la.
You enter the building, you bring us a bottle, right? You
Pop
bring
it,
some-
baby.
I'll pop the bottle. You
But
bring
I would like to correct you, Stan. I am not grandiose. The word is grandiosity, because grandiose, in the psychological term, means delusions of grandeur. There's nothing delusional about me, baby.
I know that's
okay,
right.
so run it back. Let me get it together.
Yes.
Correct me. No, I stand to be corrected. Let's do this right. I'll let you intro. You tell me the brand and give it to them
So
clear.
that means I'm going to have to go back to the story. Shall I start with the story?
Yeah, let's go.
This
They
is your
need it anyway.
camera
This
here.
is your camera. Let's talk about
hey.
it.
So, let me see all these pictures around here. So, in
Speaking of Mike.
2012,
There you
I was indicted by the federal government for conspiracy to distribute cocaine. And while I was served time at federal prison camp, Alderson, West Virginia, a.k.a. Camp Cupcake, where Martha Stewart served her time. So while I was in prison, the staff and the inmates called me Grandiose. I didn't even know what the word meant. They called me Hottie. I didn't even know what that word meant. So after I got over the trauma of being called Grandiose, I said, well, I'm going to show them grander than I can tell them. I'm going to let them know. I'm going to start my business is going to be called Grandiosity. So when I came home from prison, I started my events production company called Grandiosity Events, and this year we're celebrating our 6th annual celebrity charity Polo and Jazz, Saturday, September 24th, hosted by actress Lisa Ray with an all-black polo playing team. So there's nothing grandiose about that, babies.
Hey.
Yes!
Hey, let me say this. Sometimes you don't mind when somebody gets you together, when it's for a good cause, right? And so you always want to protect the brand. We try to do that as much as possible, but this brand is so humongous, it was hard to even. So you got me together, and did you get that? Y'all got it? Okay, so the backstory is amazing. Like I tell you, she don't look like what she's been through, right?
She does not.
At all. So I'll let you go forward, but yes.
So you served some time in federal prison, and then you came out. And what was your life like once you got out of prison?
So, that's a loaded question. It was peaceful in prison. It was hell in the streets because I got a lot of people talking shit about me. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Say how you
Say
feel.
how you feel.
Look,
Say
on.
how you feel.
Look, say on.
Talking, she has money hidden. I mean, I heard every rumor that you can think about, and it wasn't even true, and that's a sad thing about it. Entered into an abusive relationship with someone I met in the halfway house and stayed in that relationship for 3.5 years. Lost everything practically that I owned. If I didn't lose it, I sold it for pennies on the dollar. And I literally built my brand from the bottom up with blood, sweat, tears, time, energy. And money was the last thing. It came from love and support and grand energy.
Yes, Susan. Yes. Woo! I love it. I love it.
And so speaking of grand energy, when I first was introduced to you, we were in Baltimore, and it was a yacht. It was 2 yachts involved. There was some caviar involved. It's your caviar involved. Uncle Nurse and a whole bunch of other sponsors were present, and it was as usual. And that was my intro to you, and I was like, she's really on the ball. But when I heard your backstory, it had something else. Like it projects you to another level because coming from where you come from, it's even harder to make it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Once you get a federal tag, then it's hard for you to be
yes.
employed. It's hard for people to trust you. It's hard for people to think they want to do business with you.
Oh, gosh.
So how did you
I know
get
that
past
story
those
very well.
stigmas? How did you
Right.
break through?
Did you
I
have
got a
people
lot of
feeling a way
no's.
about you?
Lot of no's, people telling me one thing in my face, talking about me behind my back, talking shit about me in the streets, saying a whole bunch of stuff. And so, but I was determined to keep my brand alive. And I just, with the grace of God, by the grace of God, good friends, people that believed in me came and supported me. I don't. It's a magical miracle. That's what I can say because I believed in myself and I loved myself, and that's how it happened.
Yes,
So,
Susan.
for those watching who, find themselves down and try to figure out how they're going to get up, what gave you that energy to say, even though I'm down, even though I'm being counted out, even though people are, talking trash about me behind my back and this and that, I still can do it? Like, what was that it factor? What was your why?
Because there's another situation that happened in my lifetime that I won't reveal now because it's made for TV, movie, Netflix, something. When I overcame that, that's when I knew I could overcome this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this was nothing compared to what I've been through before this.
So then I'll ask you another question. Why caviar?
Okay, so grand question. I moved to South Florida. Actually, I live in South Florida. My business is based here. And while I was there, I wanted to tap into the market in South Florida. If you know Miami, Fort Lauderdale area, they do a lot of grand events there.
Yes, they do.
Big time.
And it was challenging. And so they were opening up a new caviar lounge in Fort Lauderdale. I approached the general manager and asked if I could host a caviar event. And he introduced me to the grandson of the owner, and they said yes. And so that first event, I was looking for images to create my graphics flyer. There were no images of black people with caviar. I Googled and researched. There were no images of people of color or blacks. And then that was when I was determined to change the complexion. So then I became an affiliate after investing thousands and thousands of dollars for another caviar brand. It was a conversation with two gentlemen here in Washington, D.C. that said, Susan, why are you advertising for another caviar brand? Start your own. And that was the springboard for me to start my own caviar brand. Yes. Ooh la la, the Grande caviar.
Ooh, yes.
Put your hands together.
Now, I tried her caviar for the very first time of ever even trying caviar in my entire 52 years of life, and I loved it. And so I need to make sure that it wasn't a fluke. I need to try it.
I actually should bring a stash of caviar in, so I did bring a stash.
You keep a stash.
Yes, this is the 2 ounce. I'm going to actually have 3 kilos of caviar at the
event on
the event.
So we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
That's
I said it on purpose.
Yes.
Y'all catch what I said?
That's right.
Okay, 3 bricks full.
That's right.
3 bricks full. Okay, cool.
Would you mind doing the honors?
So we're going to try some caviar. We've already got some champagne. Caviar goes very well with champagne.
All right.
Did you get some?
I'm going to pour it. And I love Bel Air. I'm going to give props. Isn't this Rick Ross's brand?
Yes, that's Rick.
It's
Rose.
a good brand.
Shout out Ricky
yeah.
Rose. For the
Susan, while we're opening this caviar, can you tell people, is there still an opportunity for them to come to your event on the 24th?
Oh, absolutely.
Give people the details.
So, again, Saturday, September 24th at Congressional Polo Club. Lisa Ray's hosting, bringing in an all-black polo team. According to research and resources, we're the first and only black polo team happening in the DMV. So please come out and support. We're benefiting Black Mental Health Alliance. And I selected Black Mental Health Alliance because I was diagnosed with PTSD. And the PTSD came as a result of compounded trauma, from childhood trauma to military sexual trauma to abusive relationships. And so I want to bring highlight to that mental health. It's not a dirty word. Stop the stigma. So please come out and support.
Yes. And I will chime in and just say that I haven't talked about this much on this platform, but I'm going to start talking about it a little more. I do have another project in the works called Trauma to Triumph, where I'm featuring women who have gone through trauma in their lives, and they are telling their stories of triumph. So we are going to heal millions of women across the world of all ethnicities, all backgrounds, all age ranges, through the sharing of our stories of how we turn trauma into triumph. And Susan is one of my Trauma to Triumph ladies, you all. Yes, yes, yes.
Cheers to the grand life,
and
babies.
We have a VIP table at her event on the 24th. So you all, if you are interested in joining us on the 24th, as whether you just want to come and hang out, do you have any more vendor tables?
There's vendor opportunities, VIP tables, lawn tables, and general admission available. GrandiosityEvents.com or my IG, Grandiosity Events. Please
September
follow
24th.
and support and tell your friends and family to come on out.
Now, is there a proper way to eat this caviar, or we can just eat it? Tell me what's the
So
best?
what I typically do is caviar bumping.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Bumping.
put it here.
So what you do? So you place your fist like this.
You know
Place
I'm
a
laughing at you.
dollop of caviar
Right
on
there.
your fist, and you must use a mother of pearl spoon or anything from Mother Earth to serve caviar, bone, gold, or wood. You will ruin the experience if you use metal.
Okay.
So, that's right.
Okay.
Oh, Stan doesn't
Stan
like
is
it.
not going to
So
be
we're gonna.
adventurous.
So
like
this is a caviar bump, Terry. Cheers to the grand life.
Cheers to the grand life.
Place it on your tongue. Let it glide down your throat. Mmm.
So now you guys had crack.
Ooh la la,
Ooh
babies.
la la, babies. Ah.
Okay.
And it's an aphrodisiac too, honey.
It's an aphrodisiac. It's a Prozac. It's a nutritional powerhouse. It's packed full of vitamins, B, D, selenium, minerals,
Wow.
and it actually boosts your immune system.
Yeah,
And it lengthens
one more
the
bump. You want a bump?
lengthens the telomeres, which is the anti-aging process. I am turning 55 years old in less than a month, and I'm celebrating my birthday at the Polo and Jazz. And Lisa Ray's also celebrating her birthday. We're both celebrating
dope.
our 55th birthday, so it's going to be lit, magical, and grander horsepower.
I cannot wait, y'all.
And so now
Susan?
you guys see why I say what I say when I first was introduced. This is what she was given from day one. So this is who she is and what she represents.
I
Period.
love you so much for what you stand for. I'm so happy that you and our paths have crossed. You're stuck with me forever. I consider you as part of our family, and I am so excited for what the future holds for you and for your brand, and anything that Spotlight Over the City can do to help. The answer is a yes.
Oh, I love you
Okay.
all.
All
I
right.
love your sidebars,
Grandest
too.
thanks.
The
Yes.
bumps,
It is
the
grandiosity,
this,
not
Yes.
grandiose.
Grandiosity.
Okay. We're going to get it right, okay?
Grandiosity.
I have it right. I promise you.
For those of you in the studio, if you want to have a bump
Welcome to
during
share.
during the commercial break, you want to have
You
a
guys
caviar
can try
bump.
some caviar
Let's
for the
try
first
caviar
time, second
bump.
time, fifth time.
And we're going to get ready to jam. We got singer Rob in the building, and then we're going to close out with Miles A, y'all. So let's
But
get
before we
ready
get
to
that,
party.
Before we get to the party, and I just want you guys to know that I think that this is a huge, huge accomplishment for anyone to have
It's
accomplished
major.
these things. This is a deep thing.
A
So I just
black
want you
girl
guys to
with
put
her
your-
own
put your
caviar
hands
brand.
together one more
Yes,
time.
for Susan